A Nigerian senator represents about 1.7 million people per time, 1 out of 3 representing each state of the federation. No wonder he or she is referred to as distinguished. What attributes should a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria then have to indeed be worthy of that seat and title? He must be self-fulfilled and must have distinguished himself in his chosen career. He must be in the Senate not for personal gain or gratification, but from a genuine desire to do good for his people and for the nation. But whatever the attributes and whatever the character traits, there is a man whose background and lifestyle have equipped him with the right qualifications to be the voice of the good people of Kaduna South Senatorial District. He is Architect Barnabas Bala, popularly known as Bantex. Son of a pastor and teacher, Bala Shekari, and his wife, Bala Bantex benefited from the high moral values that a noble Christian background can give. His education from primary school through to the university also bestowed on him a legacy of tolerance and early exposure to people from different regions, cultures and religions across the country, as he traveled from one end of the country to the other, mixing with other young Nigerians. He finished his primary education at LEA Primary School, Maiduguri Road, Kaduna in 1970. He gained admission to Federal Government College Warri, then Midwestern State in 1971. He was at the University of Lagos for a year before coming back to Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to complete his first degree and master's in architecture, where he graduated with a distinction. Throughout his education, Bantex was an A student, displaying excellence in every endeavor. Before venturing into the world of business, Bantex imparted knowledge to students of the Department of Architecture, University of Jos, where he was the first black lecturer in the department. This was at the young age of 25. He went into full practice as an architect and displayed commitment, drive, and excellence that his works earned him recognition from the high and mighty then. Some notable constructions carried out by his firm and under his supervision include headquarters of the Evangelical Church of West Africa, ECWA, in Jos, the Governor's Office, Rayfield, Jos, International Trade Fair Complex in Kaduna, and he competed in the master plan design of the University of Technology, Minna, amongst many other public and private projects. The construction of the Trade Fair Complex actually earned Bantex the commendation of the then PTF headed by President Muhammadu Buhari. As a matter of fact, his primary school teacher and classmate have testified to his glorious beginnings, while the then chairman of the PTF, General Muhammadu Buhari, as one of his clients, testified to his level of commitment to hard work as a contractor.
One of the best people in the school. He behaves very well and he's very good in sports, and also he's very well sound academically. I think he always takes first in the class. Always jovial. He doesn't take himself high up above others. That's what I used to know this boy when the Pastor back at 1960, 1990.
Because I know him since in the 60s when we were in a primary school. We were in the same class, and I still remember him. He was smallish, and very intelligent. He was reserved and very helpful, because sometimes we, the average student, I in particular, want him to help me, to assist me.
His first foray in the political arena was when, at the young age of 37, Bantex was one of the nominees that represented Kaduna State at the National Constitutional Conference alongside other prominent Nigerians. Despite his young age and seeming inexperience in the political turf, Bantex was able to carry out his assignment with a high sense of responsibility. He was clear-minded about his mission to that conference.
And then my mission statement number 2 was to ensure a society free from any form of domination, through unjust manipulations and/or undue access to national wealth.
He presented and submitted memos in line with the directive issued by the then leadership of the Southern Kaduna People's Union, which included demand for state creation for Southern Kaduna and additional local governments and creation of independent chiefdoms. He independently pursued and achieved the separation of the Kaura-Kauru Federal Constituency into two separate constituencies. His achievements and impact at the conference gave his people confidence to call on him to serve in various other platforms. He was chairman of the Morwa Development Association, Secretary General of the Southern Kaduna People's Union, Sukapu, and elected chairman of the Kaura Local Government Council from 1997 to 1998 and later between 1999 to 2002. He established Kaura Times in the first month, the first ever local government news tabloid, the Kaura Times. A modern staff housing project was built in the first 6 months and commissioned by Colonel Hamid Ali, governor at that time, amongst many other projects. In his second time as chairman of Kaura Local Government, Bantex constructed a multi-million naira women and youth empowerment center, the Turaki Memorial Hospital in Kaguru, which was commissioned by the then President Olusegun Obasanjo. In 2000, Bantex was awarded the Best Local Government Chairman of the Year for his dedication to duty. Distinguished Senator Mohammed Makarfi, one-time Governor of Kaduna State, as well as Hamid Ali, all testify to his commitment to good governance and peaceful coexistence among our diverse people.
Bantex is the name of his company, but the name has followed him as a nickname. He is a very committed indigenous of Kaduna State and citizen of Nigeria. He has been in politics for quite a long time. He has been involved in the struggle for his people, fair representation. I have found him extremely useful, especially when I became governor of Kaduna State and he became local government council chairman. Through all the troubles we went through, ethno-religious, he proved to be unbiased, somebody that believed, and I believe still believes, in justice, fairness and equity to all, not be clouded by religious sentiment or ethnic coloration. And he was one of those that really helped me and the administration to come through the troubles of that we went through in the year 2000 and 2002 because of the ethno-religious conflicts that we went through.
Well, I knew Bantex when I was military officer. First, when we were at the point of completing the trade fair complex. He was one of the architects that were given the job to complete the project. That was my first time of meeting him. I got to since then he has become a friend and an ally. He then metamorphosed into chairman of the local government. That's why he really impressed me, because he was one of the chairmen that really practicalized his initiative. He came up with beautiful projects that I was amazed. With the little money then that they were being given, he was able to do quite a lot for his people. And so since then, I felt this is a gentleman that has good qualities of leadership, and he has the world is at his feet if it comes to delivering. And I'm no surprised, therefore, that he gradually climbed the ladder, and today, by God's grace, he is the deputy governor of Kaduna State.
sai wannan abu ya zo ya fita haka. Na dubi wannan magana, na dubi wanda ya kawo dalilin wannan magana da yadda na san shi. Mai tsoron Allah ne, mai ƙaunar mutane ne, mai fama saboda ƙasar nan ne ba saboda kanshi ba.
Mana asibiti, kuma shi ne kuma ya sake gina mana secondary school.
Duk ƙasar nan ba wanda ya taɓa yin ciyaman na lokal gamban ya taimaki jama'a kamar Bantex. Ya yi mana asibiti. Kaji dai ko? Shugaba Obasanjo shi ne ya zo ya buɗe asibitin. Kaji dai ko? Ba a magana cold bed. Kaga shi ya mana kuma wani asibiti har yau a Manchau wani babba. Ya yi headquarter 'yan sanda a Manchau.
His records and achievements, coupled with his display of love and commitment to his people, was what won him a seat to the House of Representatives on the platform of the Action Congress of Nigeria, abandoning his then position as Director, Nexim Bank, and Director of Physical Planning, Bingham University. As a federal lawmaker, Bantex stood for the truth and lived up to the promise he made to his people. His passion for development of community and people saw him sponsoring a constitutional bill to provide financial autonomy for local government. Bala Bantex went back to private practice, withdrawing from the political scene, but his people would not let him be. Events saw him becoming the state chairman of the All Progressives Congress in Kaduna.
It is my pleasure to announce that after this exercise, Honorable Bantex is duly elected chairman of the Kaduna State APC.
And eventually the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State since 2015.
The Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Bala, Bantex, on the right among the dignitaries receiving the President as he has arrived the country moments ago. So that's the breaking news now. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, has arrived.
Bantex has supported his principle to execute people-oriented projects with direct impact on the people, all towards the aim of making Kaduna great again. Their tenure brought about comprehensive public service reforms, fundamentally transferring more resources to the larger population by cutting down on the size and cost of governance, financial prudence and increased internally generated revenue (IGR), revolutionary changes in the health and education sector of the state towards making sure residents of Kaduna have access to quality lifestyle, attracted private sector participation towards boosting the economy of the state as well as employment generation for the people. But like Bantex has said and displayed before, his interest in people development goes beyond politics. It's a genuine interest to project the image of his people and focus on projects that will better their lives. That is why this time around, he has decided to vie for the position of senator representing his people, speaking their voice, projecting their needs and doing what he knows how to do best, which is attracting development, physical and human, to his beloved people. He's done it before, he can't do it again.